11048. Today is my presentation, Intercultural Relation Assessment 2B. There is my topic, intercultural issue and its impact on decision making. This is my table of content. Looking to the introduction. The influence of globalization on multicultural decision making. Actually, in the era of globalization, intercultural issues have a big influence on decision making. If you look into the fashion industry, they are making decisions through demographic data, and which is actually influencing customer choice. And actually, it is making difficulties, and because fashion industry they are following online platform business. As a result, they are also customers are going to face difficulties, particularly to choice and value. Cultural influence on perception. Actually, culture affect people perception. Look into the workplace. There are different kind of people from different cultures, such as collectivism and individualism. And I have an experience. Actually, I had an experience in one industry. I had to meet a client, and I did notice that collectivist society, or following collectivist society, they are giving more priority to their group. They are taking their decision from their group. They are discussing what kind of decision they will do. While individualism society, they are giving more priority to their own. They love to freedom. They are taking their decision alone. Communication barrier. Actually, communication block is biggest block in multicultural society, multinational setting. Such as when we are making a business meeting to another culture. And actually, I had an experience. I had to deal a client who came to. Actually, I was working in a bank in Bangladesh, and he was a Chinese boy. He was working in Bangladesh, and he did come to in my branch to open new account. Then his body language indirect. I cannot understand when I answered to him, when I did correction to him, and he answered me indirectly. And then I had to use non-verbal clues such as body language. So sometimes communication barrier is happening to us when we are meeting different kind of people from different cultures. Non-verbal communication. Actually, it is a great area of communication when we are facing difficulties such as linguistic problem. When we are going to different society, or when we are going to visit different countries, such as if we go to Japan, Japan has their own language, and there are most Japanese people, they give more value to their own language. So if I use English language, sometimes they don't understand. As a result, I have to follow non-verbal clues such as eye contact, facial expression, gestures, posture, and physical touch, and sometimes also body language are playing good role to understand. Language as a barrier. So sometimes language is facing difficulties. If we talk in English when we communicate any person, but if he does not know about English, although English is an international language, but some cultures people they do not speak in English, so it can be a problem. So in this sense, we can use visual aids or clear language, or also we can use non-verbal group. dimension of culture. Actually, dimension of culture, that means individualism versus collectivism society, and I have already an experience about I did work around 1 year in a cement factory in Bangladesh. Then I did notice collectivist society people, their behavior are not like individualism, and their activities are different. They are working in a group, and when they are taking this, when they will do something, they are following their group. They are asking someone from their group, are you ready? While individualism, they are actually following their own rule. They follow confidential. They want their own what they want. Immigration and acceleration. Immigration that means to move one country to another, and acceleration it is very difficult to adjust acceleration because we are not aware about acceleration society, and it can be difficulties such as individual knowledge of assessment, individualistic and collectivist value. Culture means culture. That means when we are working in a company, there are different culture. There are different culture people. Such as I am Bengali, and if I work in an Indian boy, Indian girl, they have different culture. So sometimes it can be such as cultural shock. It can be a cultural shock. And identity and subculture. That means to identify culture, what culture he or she is practicing, and such as a firm understanding of how identity together with subgroup influence international cultural relationship. Conclusion. Decision must be made and attention needs to be given to the non-verbal clue, cultural language, cultural knowledge, and adaptive communication. Actually, when we are not properly communicate with different cultures, then we have to use some non-verbal clue as well. Also, we are now at a modern. We are living in modern. There is also some lot of software or apps. Translation such as we can use to communicate as collaboration continues on. Intercultural competency is hard to ignore as a way for both personal and professional success.
How cultural difference can impact decision making and communication in a team? How culture impact decision making in team and
actually, cultural impact to make a decision in a team when I will different cultural group. If I work in a team and another my team members are not my same culture, then sometimes it could be hampered. It can be of a cultural shock. So to take this decision, I have to make a friendly environment. Also, I have to use reciprocal dialogue to arise or to reduce influence or impact.
Okay, yes, right. Just tell me about your understanding, further explanation about the agriculturalism. Just agriculture, what is agriculture, and just explain maybe with a personal example that you have.
Agriculture, that means when I will go another country, then I am not. I have to meet native people, because native people have their own culture. I don't know their culture. Sometimes it can be problem for me. If I cannot properly know about their traditions, like traditions, and their live together, and also their discipline, it can be it can be a great cultural shock for me because I will not adjust with them at initial time. I have to know about their own culture.
That's the issue, right? Just through the agriculture, what you would do, just what's the agriculture means. Agriculturation, just what's the meaning of agriculturation?
Agriculture means that that is their own culture, like in New Zealand. And I am from Bangladesh, and in New Zealand culture is my agriculture.
Just you are adapting.
Adapting, I have to adapt because I am new here. As a result, it will be quite difficult for me to adapt.
Fair enough, that understanding is there. And just within your presentation, I couldn't recognize many theories are mentioned. Enough, just an explanation of the theories. Can you verbally explain any theory of your choice, just to explain the different, just the cultural barriers to the cultural communication?
I just already mentioned that offset theory, individualism versus collectivism. I didn't talk about offset.
Yeah, just tell me about what are the dimensions of the offset theories.
Individualism versus collectivism, and ethics, as well as Nordic culture.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your understanding.